Let me show you how I turned $52 worth of chicken into 10 meals, plus enough to make extra sandwich meat for sandwiches during the week. I bulk buy my chicken once a month and sometimes once every other month, depending on what other types of protein I'm buying. If you like chicken, but your jaw is dropped at the price of boneless, skinless chicken breast these days, let me show you how I incorporate all the cuts of chicken so that we're having different tastes throughout the week and still keeping the prices low. I'm gonna do a mix of breasts, thighs, drums, and wings. I always start the process by making sandwich meat with 2 large chicken breasts because this takes the longest time. Because it's sandwich meat, we're just gonna do a simple seasoning. I'm just gonna do salt, pepper, poultry seasoning. Yes, I use poultry seasoning outside of the season of Thanksgiving. Listen, I've cooked sandwich meat in the oven, in the smoker, on the grill, and the best way that I have found to get that texture that really truly embodies sandwich meat is to sous vide it. So after I season it, I am going to vacuum seal it and give it a special water bath. If you have not yet invested in a sous vide machine, they are actually really inexpensive and I highly recommend one. For the rest of the bulk bought chicken breast, I'm going to make a combination of some of the most liked chicken seasonings in my household. First, I'm going to pull out my trusty bag holders and we will make barbecue chicken, herb chicken, and chicken taco marinades. Now, these are my own personal blends. If you want me to make a separate video telling you what's in it, just drop a comment. Let me know. I'm happy to make it for you. In addition to what's in the seasoning, I add some olive oil and water into the bags first, and then I dump the seasonings in each bag. I probably should use my tripod for this. Super messy. And then you just give the bags a little squish to make sure that everything's mixed together before you drop the chicken in. Now, these are large pieces of chicken breast, so just 2 are going to go in each bag. When I defrost these to cook, I'll most likely cut them in half, which will give me 4 pieces. If you're going to invest your time in starting to bulk buy, you're going to need to invest your money in a vacuum sealer. If you guys have been here for a while with me, you know that I have multiple different types. Get a cheap one, get an expensive one, but the bottom line is you want to keep the air away from your meat. It'll last longer in the freezer. Okay, our first 3 meals are done. Now let's move on to the wings. This week we're going to do teriyaki wings and buffalo wings. During the summer, I normally just make a wet marinade because they'll just be thrown on the grill, but I also do a dry seasoning if it's something that I want to throw in the oven and just pair with whatever else is going to be on the plate. Okay, I'll most likely save the marinades from these bags, boil them on the stove, and then toss the wings in them after they're done cooking. Off camera, I made a garlic mixture, and now here's our next 3 meals. Okay, so for the chicken breast, I'm going to do something simple. I'm going to make both bags honey mustard. I'm doing this because it's a household favorite, and I know that if I serve honey mustard twice in a month, nobody's going to be mad. It's also a super simple recipe. You guessed it, honey and Dijon mustard, and then a couple different seasonings: rosemary, thyme, pepper, and salt. Again, don't forget to do the squishy squish before you put the chicken in. Otherwise, the chicken will just be seasoned unevenly, and nobody wants that. 2 more meals, done. This is going to be unpopular, but for the drumsticks, I just leave them plain and food save them. When I'm working with chicken, I spend extra time sanitizing the working space. So I clean with like a normal soapy spray, then I go in with a Lysol wipe, and then I finish with a food safe disinfectant that you spray on and actually don't wipe off. And did you guys think I was going to forget to show you what I did with the sandwich meat? It's been cooking in the sous vide this entire time. All I'm going to do is take it out and thinly slice it with a knife. I'll put half in the fridge for sandwiches during the week and freeze the rest. And that is what $53 and 1 month's worth of chicken looks like. Bon appetit.